You're listening to Off-Road Garage Podcast, and here are Jason and Jim.
And we're live.
Here we go, buddy.
What's the word, brother?
You're looking at it, man.
We not on that today?
No, I don't think I ever put us on that.
Oh, okay.
Only I get to look at us.
Only you get to look at us?
and
jelly.
and everyone on the YouTube.
YouTubes. So what's the word?
We got a lot going on.
We
Not
do.
Really. No.
It's like a lot and nothing.
We have nothing right now
But the fire's lit and the irons are going in it.
to be completely overloaded
Right. Hopefully.
with a lot of
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
So it's kind of going to be a pre-show to a bunch of shows that hopefully happen.
Kind of like maybe an intro show, a little rant, a little bit of
Yeah, we
teaser.
definitely have some stuff to rant about because there's like in the news.
in the news.
Yellow duckies, they're a thing.
Just real quick before we get into that, delve into that hot
You're
topic.
not ready for that yet?
Are we done with the weekly ride?
No, I don't think we are. I just think we forget about it.
Okay.
Actually, I forget his name. We got an email from a listener. Hold on, let me pull it up because, of course, I'm not prepared because
Not the guy
you
from
know what show you're listening
not
to.
the guy from Tejas,
What?
Texas. The guy with the K5.
Yeah, that was the guy I was thinking about.
Okay. Does he have a rig?
I don't know, but that was pretty awesome
Can
that
he
he
be a-
reached out about wanting to build like a square body K5.
It's like
and-
John from Tejas.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought it was pretty cool.
It's pretty rad. I like having interaction with our listeners and our buddies and
Yeah.
knowing that we reached some states.
Right, absolutely. I thought that was pretty cool.
So maybe
I sent him
next
some advice on maybe some places to look for that.
so maybe next episode we've got some rides we haven't picked from yet.
Yeah, we have a few.
So maybe next episode we'll get back into it and actually
Yeah.
drop that
We'll make up some ground.
cuz they're sitting in the queue.
Yeah, we just forget.
Okay. And I owe some people stickers and I'm putting them in the mail tomorrow.
Right, so it's probably a good thing that we've kind of held off on a little
Yeah.
bit, just because we got to catch up.
Well, I kept thinking like once we do next week's I'll do it. Once you and then I
Let's
got
just bulk
behind
it all and then,
there was a couple of guys that we promised stickers to and I'm like, "Oh, I never even got back to you at all." Like,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, if we owe you stickers, send us a message.
Yeah.
Because
I got
don't forget you.
I got 5 right now that I've confirmed that I remember I needed to send stickers
Okay,
to.
well that's good.
So, okay, you want to talk about your duckies. You made the meme today.
It was like the hot topic. I was not aware, really. I thought it was kind of I saw it on a couple pages,
Right.
and I really thought it was a local thing, but apparently it's not. Apparently this is nationwide. This
it's
is
huge.
a thing.
It's huge.
It's huge.
We just got followed by an Instagram page dedicated to it.
I know. I just saw that, and I don't know. I guess I didn't know that was a thing. So I made a quick meme.
Right. As you
And,
do. Fire from the hip.
Fire from the hip.
Zero research.
Those
just
are the best ones I find.
right from the hip.
Everyone out there
Yeah.
seems to like those
Yeah.
the most. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of I guess I'm not that guy,
Right.
you know? Like I wouldn't be like excited. I wouldn't be mad. But I don't really, like you drive like an actual Wrangler, I
Right.
guess. So you're more, you get waved to
I get the waves,
a lot
yeah.
more than me.
Right.
And to me, it just goes back to the wave thing. When you don't get waved to, you don't really.
Right.
You know?
Whatever.
I'm not feeling like I'm really part of the club anyway. I'm like a junior member.
So like I'm 50, I'm like kind of 60-40, 50-50 on it, right? Like when I was 17, 18, 19, brand new into the off-road community, I was in
We just thought it was like awesome.
I was in an internet club called Michigan Jeepers,
Yeah.
right? And we had the little smiley faces that used to be on like AOL Messenger, their memes or their emojis now.
Yeah.
So we had a blue smiley face given 2 middle fingers,
Right.
and it said "owned." You were spotted by, and you would sign the back of it.
Okay.
So like if you saw somebody that had the Michigan Jeep sticker on it, you
Yeah.
put it on their windshield, sign it, and they'd have to pass it on. Like
Yeah.
it was basically like Jeep tag.
And there was I got a card one time
Yeah.
from a local Jeep club.
So did I.
Hey, saw ya.
Yeah.
And I thought that was kind of cool. At least it let you know who. And,
Right. Wasn't stranger danger.
Yeah.
So that was kind of rad because like for us it was always usually it was the guys you went to B-dubs with the week before.
Yeah.
Or what we did a lot of like weekly Friday night B-dubs runs or Buffalo Wild Wings runs. So it was kind of rad. But it's kind of one of those things where like the more hardcore you get, the less into that kind of stuff you are, and the less
Yeah.
So for me, it's kind of cool if it brings somebody new into the fold.
Yeah.
If I put a 99-cent duck on your Jeep, and next thing you know, you're like, you want to be part of the family and go off-roading and expand our sport,
Yeah.
that's cool. But, you know, I don't want to be that guy, but I don't necessarily buy a Jeep to have friends. I bought a Jeep to go places.
Right.
But with Jeeps come friends. So, and with the way the world sucks, if a 99-cent duck on your Jeep makes somebody happy,
I got that. All
who
right.
cares?
Yeah.
You know, so I'm kind of like live and let live. I'd probably be a little like if my doors were off and I showed up with some dudes in my Jeep.
Yeah.
It might be a different like what the hell versus just sitting on my hood when I got out. You know.
Made me just mad because I had like 100 of them at one time because someone filled my pool with them
Okay.
for a party or something we had.
Okay.
Came out and my pool was full of like 100 yellow rubber ducks.
Nice.
So I threw them all out. See, had I known, I would have repurposed them.
All right. Yeah. We could put our cards on them and put them on Jeeps.
Yeah.
Listen to the
Did someone
podcast.
make custom rubber ducks with like our name on it?
I've seen some with like the hang tags around their necks with the Instagram names on them of whoever found you.
What?
Yeah.
That's going deep.
I'm on a half dozen like Jeep pages on
Yeah.
Facebook and it's everywhere. You know, I'm kind of like whatever, dude. If it makes people happy, if you like my truck enough to stop and throw a duck on it, cool. You know, that's rad. I'm not going to go out and necessarily chase people down.
Right. Get your duck.
Right.
Take it.
Or vice versa. Like, yeah, wow, there's a lifted CJ5 in the park. I'm going to go throw a duck at him.
Yeah. Just wing him in the face with a duck.
But hey, dude, if people are enjoying it and it's spreading positive vibes and positivity, who cares? I'd rather come out to a cold beer, you know. But
Yeah.
nice Jeep. Here's a cold one. Like,
Right? Yeah. You think that, you know, especially the Jeep, you mean, how about like a 10% off discount card to a parts store? Because that's
Right.
or get like gas card. That'd be
here's a
great.
gas card.
You know what we need.
Yeah, but I think a 99-cent duck versus a 99-cent gas card, you can't even get a half gallon for 99
That's true.
cents.
That's true. Yeah. All right. I get it.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go to the Speedway on the way home and buy like 100 99-cent gas cards, just
You're
throwing
gonna
throwing them on windows. The next quarter mile is on this guy.
You're welcome.
But yeah, dude, like whatever, man. If it makes people happy, more power to them. It's not hurting nobody. I'm cool with it. I'm not gonna go be like jealous if I don't get it.
I am, because I'm never going to get one.
You're never gonna get, but you don't get waved at, even though you've got a
I don't get waved at.
ZJ on 37s.
Just humming down the road, no doors now. Just looks like an absolute monster. No.
Maybe if you ever finish your CJ, you'll get waved at. And then you don't have to wave back. You're like, I'm an original Jeep. I'm not a JKU like you are. I got a CJ7.
I go from like the junior member to like the OG
The
club.
crusty, just a crusty member. Like, this is my 5. It was out before your granddad was born.
Original.
Yeah, my 5 plowed fields and fought now.
Yeah, I fought wars.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
So, yeah, dude.
That seems how it works.
Yeah.
Man, you imagine if it was more like a motorcycle club? I don't think they'll even duckies on your Harley.
No. Membership has its privileges.
They should
right?
start that though. If anyone out there is in a motorcycle club, I think you guys should
Start
it,
ducking
too.
Harleys.
Yeah.
Yeah. See how that works
Yeah.
out for you.
Yeah, why not? Maybe like those flamingos. How come we can't do that? Can we start something? Can
Pink
we start,
flamingos on
yeah,
Harleys?
like those lawn ones with like the wire like legs.
That won't mess up your paint or your leather at all.
No, like you would wrap it around their bumper or something like that.
Yeah. Let me know how that works out for you. I'll wait in the truck.
Yeah. That's probably not a good idea. Probably not do that.
Before you get anybody else any bad ideas, what else you got written down over there in that paper?
I saw another guy driving down the road with LED light bars on. It wasn't a Jeep though. It was
Okay.
a full size truck.
Okay. Like
That seems to be the trend. I don't know why.
like a brodozer.
No.
Oh, really?
Not well. No, it was I guess off-roadish.
Okay.
It had some bigger tires on it.
Were they like rubber bands? Like 20?
No, they actually had sidewall.
Okay.
It didn't look not capable.
Right. Not capable.
You know what? I'm gonna take a stab in the dark here that it's probably most likely dragged a deer out of the woods.
Oh, perfect.
some point.
All right. Yeah.
You know, it had like all the like hunting stickers in the back.
Yeah, you
like
got
all the vinyl decals you can get.
Browning, Hoyt, the dead elk, Kelvin peeing on a deer or something. Like,
Yeah, right.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got you.
yeah. And then he had the light bars and some other weird stuff that didn't make sense, but
2:00 in the afternoon and the lights are on now.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had to
And
be able to see.
blinding.
Yeah. Still blinding, which is ridiculous.
Yeah. Both bumper and like brow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's awesome, dude.
75 inches combined of light and just
Right,
Yeah.
because I can't see your giant red ram coming down the road. So, yeah, well, I'm on a rant. I'm not a fan of ram on the back of your tailgates. Okay? You can wipe that stuff off.
I think that's how it comes now from the factory. So I've been looking at some, and that's kind of how a lot of them are set up already.
I'm just going to yell ram every time I see it.
Rammunition!
Hey, Jim's here with us. Ram!
You can't dodge it, ram it.
So, yeah.
You are in a rare form this evening, are you not? Wow.
Yeah, salty today.
It's just a little bit, darn.
I don't know.
What's next?
I know we have a list today.
We got a list. I'm just trying to get you to something happier.
I don't have anything happy. You shouldn't have had me make the list. That was
I didn't know you were.
Idea. Okay. So this, because we kind of already talked about. No, let's talk about what's coming up.
Okay.
Or do you want to talk about plans for Moab?
Let's do plans for Moab first. We'll leave
You
what's
think it'll be
coming up
happier?
as like a closeout. Like,
Okay.
So they got to wait till the end to hear what's coming up. It's
All
like
right.
it's like, you know, if you see what's coming up in the news at 11, and you see what you want to see, you change the channel.
Right. Yeah. All right. So here's what we're working on.
Moab 21 EJS.
Yeah.
Do, do, do.
So are we gonna take the Choop out there again?
Sure.
I think that's probably the best plan.
Yeah.
It's the most likely to be running by then.
Yeah, and it's not my daily, so
Yeah.
if we do get stupid with it, I'm not out a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the JKU is ready. I just don't know if I want to.
Yeah, that could be you might be driving the TJ.
Right.
Well, you don't want to make Choop your daily.
To work,
is
right.
The plan. I got you. So trailering that out there. Got the trailer.
Okay, got the trailer.
We'll probably have to do a little maintenance on that. Not a big deal.
All right. Wheel bearings, etc.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just be safe.
Yeah.
Tires are good. We should probably put fenders on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause I haven't replaced them since the last time we went out, and they just fell off.
Okay.
So, after 1,000 miles of them being ratchet strapped on, turns out they just don't work.
It's crazy.
I know.
Okay.
But
We have a welder and a plasma cutter. We can make that happen.
Oh yeah, yeah. Tractor Supply and stuff sells like pre-made steel fenders. We'll
Boom.
just weld some new ones on.
Okay.
So I'm not worried about that. Trailer set, ride relatively set.
Yeah.
What are we going out there with? We have Plan A, which is tow it out there with a truck, probably mine, which shouldn't be a big deal.
Right.
Or I've got a line on a relative's RV
Okay.
that he said we could potentially use if he would have to insure it early, so we'd have to kind of bump him some money
Okay.
to bump up insurance. But then we'd have a house basically all the way from Michigan to Moab, Utah.
Okay.
And at Moab, Utah, we would have a house to stay in basically
Okay.
on wheels.
So, I mean, the idea of the RV is very fast. We're talking like a 80s, 90s, like Breaking Bad style, right?
I want to say I would say early 2000, I think.
Okay.
It's not super old,
Okay.
but it's definitely not super new. It's gasoline,
Okay.
big block Chevy.
So 7 towing.
He says 9
Towing a Corvette.
towing his Corvette, but I feel like that's just weight because you're
Right.
kind of in the vortex of behind the giant square brick you're driving
Right.
down the road.
Yeah, there is that aspect of it. We've got to get a hold of somebody to see what kind of campsites we actually have still available because we're having a hard time finding.
That is
Cabins
true.
and homes
If anyone
out there, yeah.
has anything out there, send us a link. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I'd be down. It'd be nice to stop at a gas station or a truck stop and be able to just go lay down on the couch and not worry about sleeping in the front seat of an F-150.
Yeah, we can, for the most part, not even have to stop to pee.
Right. Unless you're driving.
Could be awkward.
Jump-
Set the cruise, man. It's
Jump
cool.
up and run.
It's like autopilot.
Right. Autopilot through Wyoming or through
Nebraska? You could probably autopilot.
We'll lay down in the back for a little bit.
The road doesn't even think it's crowned enough to make you drive off.
No. I mean,
I just bungee cord the steering wheel.
that'd be a great idea. I mean, if we got something that we can sort of be self-sufficient in, we can have food in it. We can have, even have sandwich in the refrigerator. Like, whoa.
All the food in the refrigerator.
Right. And not worry about ice melting and making our bologna soggy.
Right.
You
We
want-
could have a whole case of the Bang Energies.
All right.
It's ripping. Drive straight through.
And that's cheaper than renting a tow rig. Which we were talking about
absolutely.
renting a F350, 450, 500.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't think that's going to be a huge expense. I'm
Right.
trying to go really cheap.
Right. I feel you. Because the other part of me was like, I was thinking like Plan Z. Like how much to have the thing shipped and just fly out there.
Yeah.
I thought about that because it cuts out travel days, like on each end.
Oh, yeah. That's not a bad idea.
But when I booked for last year, was kind of in the throes of the Rona,
Yeah.
so I had $200 round trip.
Right.
I don't think that's gonna be the case. Hopefully, it won't be the case this year.
God, I hope not. And I don't want to necessarily commit to, well, it depends who you book through. Don't want to commit to losing airfare or
I lost like $80.
get your Jeep like shipped out to Utah
I have
and then
stuck.
be like, oh hey, it's
I mean,
yeah, or that truck rolls over or something.
no, I meant like stuck in Moab. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
driver gets sick out there, and
Right, yeah, or something.
I'm dropping a dime on Tim Ryan. Like, hey, I'll wire you some money. Can you go pick up my Jeep and wash it for me? And I'll send you some
Right.
more for that LS swap while you got it.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. But I don't know. I think if we get the RV, we could just,
we could
we can
bring
go anywhere.
all the crap.
We can go anywhere.
Just go camp in the desert.
Yeah. Because that doesn't sound sketchy at all.
No.
But we could, I don't know. It sounds like a good idea. But like I said, it's not a new motorhome.
But we've had more than one of those. It sounds like
So-
great ideas.
It very well, we very well could be like waiting for the transmission to get fixed in Illinois.
Right.
We run that risk.
Yeah.
That's a thought in my head too. I don't think it'll happen.
Right.
It's not like it's got hundreds of thousand miles on it. It's under. I
Under.
think it's under 70,000 miles.
Right. And relatively well maintained. Right? I mean, your grandpa takes care of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be well oiled.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like the guy who like oils everything.
Okay.
Like with oil. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Little dripper bottle thing.
Yeah. So it could add to the adventure.
Right. As the thing bursts into flames because it's
That
oiled so well.
is also a possibility. So
You have to have quick detached tie downs on the TJ so I can push it off the trailer.
I think we're gonna each have like fire extinguishers and a hip harness.
Right.
At any moment, be able to quick draw that.
Get some of those power tank mounts and have them like every 3 feet on the wall with fire extinguishers in them.
Just pull the pin
Yeah.
and dump it.
Pull the pin and run.
Hope we can get it running again to continue.
Come out of it looking like
continue
Scarface.
on our trip.
Covered in white powder.
As highway patrol drives by.
Hi.
So yes, that's a potential.
So did you hear who's going? I mean, because I'm betting if 21 goes off, it's going to be nuts.
I would think it would be nuts.
Because nobody's there right now. Nobody went this year.
Yeah,
Everybody missed it.
it seems like everything's booking up.
Yeah.
So, like I said, that's an issue too. Is trying to
Yeah.
find a place.
Because we got a friend.
Like I said, we're kind of self-sufficient, but I feel like we're gonna need bathroom, shower.
Yeah. Regardless of where we go, but I mean,
Yeah.
we can find a campsite at least for that. I'd rather not have to use your granddad's stuff and have to go dump everything if I can walk to a restroom.
Yeah. I honestly, I don't even want to learn how to.
Right.
I don't have to, but I
Right.
feel like we're gonna have to.
Park it, plug it in, and walk into the shower
Yeah.
room. Like
He was kind of telling me about the shower. It's kind of like you turn it on for a second, get wet, turn it off, soap yourself up, turn it off, rinse out.
Yeah.
Like
So
you don't let it run
Right.
because you ain't gonna last long.
you don't want to use up all the water. You don't have to have the gray water be full, and
Right.
because like what? There's clean water, gray water, and black water.
Sure.
And the black water is like the dookie water.
Yeah.
And the gray water is like your soap and your dishes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I don't just put gray water and black water in the same tank. I don't know how that works. Like it's
It might be.
I'm not
know.
going to drink it.
Right. Either way, I'm
I
not
ain't drinking Jay's bath water. Like,
No.
I'm
Never-
solid.
Not recycling that. No. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Options. I, don't know. So what? I don't know.
I mean, the motorhome might
someone's
add
got
to
an
the adventure.
opinion.
That's for sure.
Definitely. Dude, you're gonna be like cruising, looking at the world go by in giant windshield.
While I'm singing Clark's Family Vacation to you from the Griswold movies.
It's got a TV.
Okay.
It probably has a VCR. Possibly a DVD player.
Go get my Crusty Demons of Dirt tapes out of the garage.
Dude,
Yeah.
if you got them, that'd be pretty cool.
I got them.
Dude, watch some DVDs or something.
Yeah.
So it's possible.
I'm down. It sounds like a great time.
All right.
I think the scary part's going to be filling up that 50, 100-gallon tank where the stupid thing's got for fuel.
Yeah. I'm not going to be a fan of that myself.
No.
But if we can save money getting there,
Right.
like if the place we stay at is reasonable, but if it's going to be basically the same price, would it be better just to take the truck
Right.
and just rip out there?
And rip out there in comfort. a different level of comfort.
Right.
We're not driving a billboard through Nebraska,
Yeah.
getting blown all over
But
Christ
then again, if
creation.
it's going to be the same price, it might be nice to just get there and
Right.
not even have to unpack.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's just your shit's already laid
Get there,
out.
park it, and we're done.
Yeah. I mean, you're cracking a beer quicker.
Yeah.
We'll have a fridge full of beers.
And fire up the old grill and start making fajitas and making friends.
Yeah.
Fajitas make friends.
Yeah, we could always sell fajitas right on the side like a food truck.
You don't make friends with salad.
That's how we could make up some money.
There it is.
We'll sell some tacos right on the side of the road.
Dos Hermanos taco truck.
We start like a crowdfunding.
Right.
And see if we can get the whole thing wrapped in Off-Road Garage podcast.
And have like the mic stand holding up a taco.
Yes. Yeah. Ask us for a taco. We could come up with something. That'd be hilarious.
You just did.
That'd be hilarious. That's a good plan.
I think so.
All right, yes, that made me a little more happy.
Yeah. See, I told you.
So, dude, what if we get it wrapped as a giant taco?
Have like green confetti on top, like lettuce blowing around.
Yeah, because I think it would be too hard to make it look like a giant dog from Dumb and Dumber.
Right. I'm just picturing getting pulled over in Nebraska, like, sir, you're blowing confetti and yellow foam. Oh, that's lettuce and cheese, sir.
That's the cheese coming off. Why didn't you tell me? You know how much that cheese cost?
Probably use that spray foam stuff. Just make strips of it.
I feel like my grandpa would not be thrilled.
No.
when
Here's
his
your
RV comes
taco bag.
I think it's already be kind of not a fun day stripping off vinyl.
Right.
But it might be worth it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
What else
possibly.
what else you got?
More to come on that. So up and coming for episodes.
Okay.
You kinda,
We're
you
that
kinda
far
pitch
already?
it- I think so.
What about, I thought you said something about Overland and,
Oh, yeah, that was another topic that I brought up, and something came across, and I made that meme
okay.
about it. About you had the rock crawler drowning, and then
Yep.
the off-road communities like embracing the
Mhm.
overlanding. Do you think overlanding's taking over?
I don't know if taking over is the right word. I think it's a way that people are discovering off-roading because they're able to get the whole family, throw them in a truck, and take them somewhere.
Do you think that's because of the current climate and pandemic and everything else going on that everyone's like, I need to get out of here?
Partly.
And I think it also helps that everyone's now discovered, or some people, that they can work from home, and it's greatly accepted. So
Right.
they're like,
Almost encouraged.
I get Wi-Fi signal at the campground.
Right.
Might as well take the RV, because the local RV sales center is like empty.
Mm-hmm.
There's not even one to borrow.
Yeah, I just drove by on the way
and
over here.
then the boats, same way.
Right. Well, you got to think about, like, up at the cabin, the family's cabin up north, there's a brochure from Ford from, like, the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got people camping out of their car.
Yeah.
Which, let's be real, overlanding is like a spin-off of car camping, right?
Yeah, it's fancy camping.
It's a way to have stuff attached to your rig to take you camping.
Yeah.
I dig it. I dig it for the adventure aspect because I can drive somewhere and just stop and I've got a house.
Yeah.
You know, I'm done. But I don't know if taking over is the right word. I think it's becoming accepted. I think it's the norm. Because you can overland in a Subaru Outback.
It's true.
You don't have to have an LJ on tons and 40s to go conquer Backdoor or Chocolate Thunder.
Right.
You know, you can overland in a Prius if you have a
Yeah.
tent. You know, I mean, whatever your level of comfort for the trails is what dictates that.
Yeah.
But you can call overlanding. I mean, going down a dirt road up north and finding a clearing and parking in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't know if it's taking, and like you said, with the whole everything's
it very well
closed.
just could be my social media messing with me, and
Yeah.
kind of like, oh, I think you're interested in this. Let me show you all of it.
Well, don't forget, you and I both have access to the Off-Road Garage podcast.
Yeah, it's true.
So when I go through it, I'm looking at built Yodas for overlanding. I'm looking at built Jeeps for overlanding. I'm looking at, Expedition Vehicle Outfitters.
Yeah.
And
And
that's,
I'm definitely getting more and more interested in that as opposed to.
and that's the matrix it's following.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
if you're looking at that one, Off-Road Garage podcast Instagram, it's because of the stupid. You probably
I'm
get-
looking at all of them, and then
There's
I'm
probably
looking
puppies
at,
on there,
I'm
too.
looking. yeah, puppies. Is that what you call them?
there's a dog. There's a talkie dog named Tatum who's awesome. I watch all this stuff, dude.
So, I'm just even people we know, have seemed to go from a little more let's go play at the rock garden at the off-road
Right.
park to, hey, let's go camping. Let's go
Well,
out
and look at some of the people you were talking about, though, because some people have kids and it's a way for
they've
them.
evolved. Yeah.
It's a way for them to get the kids involved, to bring them out with them. It's a way to have memories, not destinations or whatever. Like you can go, You go park on a creek and fish all weekend and have a great time versus going and bashing your Jeep together on a rock for a weekend and having your kids be miserable because dad's pissed his truck's broke.
Yeah.
You know, like AOAA was a great place to go. I don't know that I'd bring a couple 4-year-olds or a couple 14-year-olds there unless they were super into it. You know, like if knowing about your kids.
Yeah.
There was one who might be into it.
Yeah.
But even then, if she gets shook around the truck for 6 hours, she might be over it.
Yeah.
You know, because being a passenger is only so much fun, right?
Yeah, and I think it's tough if you don't really understand the challenge of driving.
And the nuances of what's going on.
Right, what's required for a vehicle to
Right.
drive up and over. And if you're not impressed by that, it's a little harder to grasp it.
Right, because when I was up there shooting photos, like I was having a great time just watching suspension articulate.
Right.
And watching the tires mush under the load and grab and grip and
Yeah, that's what I like about it.
You know,
I like watching all that and then
seeing
see
one
what
guy
we can do.
on 42s struggle and the next guy on 37s make it with just a slightly different line choice, different throttle application. Like that's what's cool to me.
Right.
But I'm into that.
Yeah.
You know, you put your 14-year-old out there and they'll be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay, another one drove up the hill.
Yeah.
Dad. Can we go now?
That one didn't make it. That one did. Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, no, I get that.
But, you know, and like watching, I following Tim Face right now. He's on like an epic trip.
I know.
You know, he's
He's
driving.
always doing cool stuff.
This is, I mean, as far as overlanding though, this is like what it's about. He drove from Texas to Utah,
Yeah.
camped at every awesome state park, federal campground, boondock site along the way, and it just sounds rad, dude.
Yeah.
You know, in the Gladiator, him, his wife, and the dogs, they're just having a great trip.
Yeah.
And that's, to me, like part of the essence of four-wheel drive is that like the cowboy spirit, the pioneer spirit is finding stuff.
Right.
But granted, everything's been discovered, but it's new to you.
Yeah.
You know, Doc's up north right now with his friends.
Yeah.
I sent him a couple
Doing
pictures
outdoor
of my
things.
favorite places.
Yeah.
You know, but back to that, you're talking about people who were just trying to get out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
It was a half-an-hour wait to cross the Mackinac today. Not due to wind advisory, but because it was solid traffic from Mackinac City to St. Ignace.
Oh,
So if you wanted to get across the bridge, it was a half-an-hour wait.
that's insane.
And if you got one of the lucky ones, you get stopped in the middle of the bridge waiting for everybody to pay the toll so you can get off the friggin' bridge. So, I mean, people are going up north in record numbers. They're going to explore stuff in record numbers. And I don't know if this is going to be a new trend or next year, if there's no Rona and no election, if people be like back to soccer and football and band camp. And, you know, because kids are out of school. There's nothing for kids to do. All of our stuff's shut down.
Yeah, and literally they can now do school from an RV or a campsite or wherever they have
Yeah,
Wi-Fi.
I mean,
basically,
if you're gifted enough, I guess, to have a parent that can work from home and you can do school from home, dude, think of the possibilities that just opened up.
Yeah.
Explore all day, do homework at night. You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
especially if you have an RV or something where you can go just put up a hotspot and
Right.
you know.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I was just, seems just trying to follow the trends, my man.
Right. No, I feel you. And then like I've been looking for a tow rig.
Yeah, man, what is going on with that? I
Well,
saw you post that.
I'm sort of in the same boat though. Like for me, do I want a 150 or a 1500 series truck,
A half ton.
half ton, or do I want to go, Ford Tremor, Dodge Power Wagon,
Okay.
and then throw like a Go Fast camper on it? Because that could be for a lot of around here a hell of an overlander. I could take it right to a trout stream, park it, hop out, get my waders, and fish all day, and then it's 40 seconds to put my tent up and go to bed.
Right.
I could take a deer hunt in the UP, and just have one rig for everything. I wouldn't get rid of the Jeeps. The whole reason of getting something that big is to tow the Jeeps,
You could do that in a half ton too.
right? But then, like the 250 and the Power Wagon both have lockers out of the factory, front and rear.
F-150 has rear lockers.
Not front. That's another $3,000 when I get it out.
True.
Then I worry about blowing up CV joints and stuff like that. I know how to fix U joints.
Power Wagon has front lockers?
Yeah, the Tremor's got
It's like a limited slip front.
in the
isn't it?
front, and then the
Locker
Power
rim.
Wagon's got both with a 10,000-pound winch and disconnectable sway bar. So the Power Wagon's made for that kind of stuff. But
Diesel or gas?
I'm probably gonna go gasser. Like I'd like a diesel, but it's so much extra crap involved with it. I'm just towing a Wrangler with it, dude.
Right. No, I'm with you.
yeah.
I would probably do gas as well.
Because like my side
Yeah.
says, yeah, dude, get the diesel and then get a gooseneck, and we can tow whatever we want to Moab.
Yeah.
Just rolling coal the whole way.
Yeah.
But
The only issue is it seems like there's an added zero with maintenance on the diesel.
Yeah, well, it's $10,000 up front for the motor, and then when I go get an oil change, it goes from 60 to 100 or 200.
Yep.
If I need plugs, it goes from spark to glow, and I got to worry about that.
Yeah, and it goes like another couple hundred up. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the motor will last longer than the trans, and blah blah blah.
Yeah, debatable.
Yeah, but whatever. If you start taking out parts in that truck, it's like everything gets more expensive.
Yeah, I think. I know a lot of like fleet vehicles are actually switching to gas because they can switch a gas motor for half the price it would cost for a.
Because I actually hit up
diesel.
Hammerhead, who was a diesel mechanic, and I was like, "Hey, bro, here's what I want. Here's what I'm doing with it." He told me straight up. He's like, "I love diesel, but gas.
Right.
Gas is what you're going to want for what you're doing.
Right.
If we were towing to Moab every 6 months,
yeah,
okay, it makes more sense to me. But once every other year,
no, not for."
And then seeing how well, like, your truck or Sean CJ's truck towed, he's got the 3.6, 3.7 EcoBoost twin turbo dealie.
3.5.
Okay.
3.5 Eco. Same as I do.
Okay. So we towed out to Pennsylvania with no problems. He towed a JK. You towed my TJ out to Utah with no problems, making 9 the whole way.
Yeah.
So it's not towing a lot of weight.
No.
I'm thinking gas, and it seems a lot easier to function with. Not to mention, if I do go take it to deer camp or salmon camp, I don't worry about it. I got to plug it in.
Right.
Because I don't have any power,
Now, yeah, I guess the Power Wagon kind of being already built is kind of a good deal.
So is the
in a
Tremor,
way.
though. The F-250 Tremor is pretty much there, too.
Yeah, I know. I looked at those because I've considered those when they were coming out, as an X truck. But
And one of my pushing moments right now is that the wife unit is showing interest in rooftop tents.
okay,
And she's like, I would camp in that. And I'm like, well, hell, I was looking
yeah,
I was looking Tacoma ZR2.
yeah,
But
you
I'm
can't
like,
tow with that.
I can tow, like, it says 7,000 pounds.
Oh, you can tow the TJ.
Yeah, but like I saw down in Pennsylvania a dude in Colorado with a TJ on a trailer.
Yeah,
It didn't look right. He says it tows great. He's got a diesel Colorado, says it's great. And I'm just thinking, like, coming down a mountain, locking up the brakes on the Colorado
yeah.
with 5,000 behind it.
I always try to have a bigger tow vehicle than
Yeah.
what I'm towing.
And then I know in my heart of hearts, if I had a Tacoma, I would be like New Holland, and I'd be out in the dunes hucking it or something stupid. And I'm like, well, this is supposed to be my daily.
Yeah,
And I built it like another
Probably
Jeep.
not. Yeah,
Because I'm thinking for the 250 or the Ram, 2 tracks in the woods. I'm not going to go do Moab with it.
yeah.
But I've joined a bunch of full-size Facebook groups and watching what they're doing, and I don't know. I'm pretty dead set on one of those 2 trucks at this point.
Okay.
I love the Gladiator. I think it's cool.
Have you? Well, what about just like the? Because you're not really like a luxury frills guy.
Nope.
You tried to price out just regular like fleet vehicle.
I
Like
did.
white.
So like you can do for like the Ford, you can do the one step up. So whatever the fleet vehicle is, one above that,
Right.
and then throw
XL
and
or
then
whatever.
throw the Tremor on it, or the Tremor on
Oh,
it.
okay. An XLT probably with a
Yeah,
trailer pack.
and I think you can do similar with the Dodge.
Okay.
You don't have to go get the Bighorn Luxury Edition.
Bighorn
Yeah.
Laramie.
Yeah.
Ram.
Right. So I've looked at that, and I've been looking at, like you said, just going on and getting the white work truck. Because I can, worst case, I can have it wrapped with something cool.
Yeah.
And then how much would it cost to bring it to dock? And be like, I need front and rear lockers. I need a winch.
Well, you could probably get rear locker factory.
Yeah. At least a limited slip.
Yeah. Which isn't horrible.
All right.
And if you just had like an ARB or an E-locker thrown in the front.
Zip. Yeah. Yukon Zip,
you know,
probably.
I'm just wondering if, you're paying for more frills.
How much
just to
do I
get
pay
that.
for? Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, like, some of the stuff I do want, like, I would love to have heated seats.
You really like the heated
Dude,
seats.
so good. And, like, Sean's got cooled seats in his.
Oh, yeah.
Crank those bad boys
nice
on.
for a long road trip,
Oh,
too.
dude, so good.
Yeah.
But then, like, it was weird because I haven't built a car. I bought everything off the lot. So I built this 250 Tremor, and I'm like, oh, the wife loves your sunroof.
Oh, yeah.
So I put it on there and deletes the Tremor package. You can't have the Tremor package and the cool sunroof. And I'm like, but how does that affect what the shocks and tires are doing? Like, I want to be able to see out the roof.
I hate when manufacturers do that.
Yep.
And they're all kind of guilty of it, I think.
Yep. And if you get, like, max tow, you can't get 411 gears. It's got to be 373s. And if you get, like, I'm like, well, why not? Like,
Right. What do you care what I'm doing?
yeah, how does the guy down that end of the plant knows what the guy down this end of the plant is doing? How does it even matter? It's not like he's not going to bolt together anymore. You know, I could see you can't get max tow and a flatbed or something like that would affect the rear end of it, right?
Yeah. You know, some engineers just yelling
Oh yeah.
right now.
Because
Hollering.
the sunroof lessens the tractional controllability of the whatever, bro.
Whatever. Science.
I called a buddy of mine,
Okay.
who I'm not going to name,
Okay.
because whatever rules. He told me he can get me a tremor
Stupid rules.
to take out. He'd take me out in it,
Okay.
and he said he might let me know next time they go test them.
Nice.
So I might be able to get a front row seat of how they work,
Yeah.
and that might be the deciding. Because I don't have any brand loyalty. I don't care who I get
Yeah.
it from. My dad didn't work for Ford. My granny didn't work for Chrysler. I don't care as long as the thing looks really cool and does what I want it to do.
Right. Yeah.
And I can still eat dinner when I buy it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to buy a Ford 350 Platinum dually because that's like 90K, 100K, and I can't do it.
You got a discount? How'd you get it to 90K?
Right. So I know I'm not going to buy that truck. Like, other than that, like I looked at Titans, I looked at the Tundras,
Yeah.
but Tundra seems to get like 8 mpg no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, well,
Man. Brutal.
yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But this isn't like I'm not doing this tomorrow unless somebody wants to
Right.
throw me keys to one tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm starting. I do like a long research phase,
Right.
and then like when I start to get close, I just go rush out and buy something.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, I should have got. That's why I got my JK.
I was wondering, it's like the same kind of thing. You know, you could put a locker in the front of an F-150 and probably be fine because you're not like you're driving it every day. You just need it when you need it.
I'll be driving the truck every day.
Yeah, but you don't need the locker every
Oh,
day.
correct. Yeah, yeah.
You know.
I need it for that, 2 minutes to get to my cabin or, whatever, to get over that
Yeah.
rock or, So I've been snowed in up there where it's like, 3 feet comes down overnight and you're not getting back out.
Yeah, I just when you start to look at what you're getting, for
Yeah.
your,
Well, I've done the whole, spreadsheet and I'll build them all and then
Yeah.
calculate your payment and you're like,
Oh yeah, that one always is painful.
you get it's so rad and you get to the last part and it's almost like grocery shopping when you were in college and you didn't have any money
Yeah,
and you're like, what can I put back?
yeah. What don't I need?
Right.
Beer or cheese?
Yeah, so I've been doing that, looking around, and like you said, I'm sure right now there's a guy listening with his Ford.
Yeah.
Like, this is the best truck I've ever had. And I'm sure there's a Dodge guy like, you're stupid.
All the guys are like, oh, I got the best truck ever. Yeah, and
Right.
you can't even go online and try to get opinions because anything someone drives, that's the best truck
That's the best truck ever. And I joined 2 different Power Wagon groups on Facebook, and they're talking about why they got what they got. And the problem is for me, like I get swayed like that. I'll be on that. It's like if you tell me that this koozie is the best koozie on the planet.
It is because it's ours.
Well, because it's ours, right? And that's all everybody says though is that this is the koozie, and I'm in a koozie group for our koozies.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, yeah, I need to get that koozie. And I get it. I'm like, wow, it's just like the one I got from Direct Off Road. It's the same. It's a koozie. Like
Right. Yeah.
I did have a
And
comment
they're
about our
basically-
koozies. They just need magnets for when you're in the shop.
I have seen the ones with the
Yeah,
magnet.
so you can, like,
I
click.
had one somewhere. I don't even know what I did with it. It's somewhere. Oh yeah.
It's magneted to something, so you
Yeah,
can't
look
you'll
at
lose
that.
it.
Yeah, it's up high where I'll never find it. Good plan.
So yeah, that's been my my recent
Recent endeavor.
yeah, because I'd love to do a Gladiator with like a Go Fast camper or a Vagabond camper where it's actually a hard shell and then the camper pops up out of it.
Yeah.
I dig the rooftop tents too, but then they seem like they're extra work. Like
Yeah.
I want a dry place to put all my crap, which is what leads
Yeah,
me
you
to
need a little more space with all the camera stuff and everything.
camera stuff, or like when I go hunting, I've got my hunting gear, my bow, or my rifle.
How does those like lift in and out easy, or is that something you think you just kind of leave in?
I would just leave it on. It's a hard shell. It's a
Okay.
it's a truck topper.
Okay, so it's
For-
just locked in. And
Yeah.
that one probably might be bad.
So
So
I mean,
what's you? Oh, because you don't want another. You want something that tows still.
yeah.
They look too long,
What's that?
Gladiators, to me, until they're built.
Until they're built.
Yeah.
So like you
that's
drive
my
it
whole
from I
bummer.
drive it
I've
from
said
Brighton
that
Jeep
before.
down the road to Brighton Bell Tire, have 37s put on it, but then I'm back with the JK. I've got the same problem I got with the JK.
Right.
Yeah.
No. I get it.
Because I've got you got to come over one day. I've got notebooks with okay, so if I do the Dodge, I can get the deck system for the drawers. I can put a goose gear system over here.
It's like the Unabomber over
Oh,
there.
dude,
You got all the plans
I got
drawn out.
one uncovered bulb in my spare room, and I'm in there just
Why does this one look like a bomber letter? It's
You know
all,
what?
all the letters cut out of a magazine to spell stuff out.
Doc's Dr. Deathball was a goose gear dealer now.
Yeah.
So I get the goose gear, sit all the slide outs and little
Yeah,
toilet
those look
cupboards
pretty
in there, and then just make it super rad. But then, like, the other problem is it's no longer a truck.
Right.
Like, you can't say, hey, dude, come help me move my fridge. Because I'm like, yeah, rad. I got an entire camper in the back of my truck all the time.
I drive a camper every day.
Yeah. Or picking
Which
up
isn't
dirt.
necessarily a bad thing to be like, no, I can't.
Right.
I'd love to help you, but I can't.
Or when the boss is like, hey, you're staying late. Cool, I'm going to go pop up my camper. I'll just sleep here tonight.
Yeah.
Be out there making tacos in the parking lot at work.
Oh.
See, that's been my. I'm sure the wife's sick of it because I'm showing her pictures of like lifted power wagons on Instagram. Like, hey, check this guy out. He's camping in Tetons with this, Go Fast or his FSR tent up, and he's got like, I tried to find the ones with dogs because she loves dogs. But look, he's camping
like
with
the
his
dog likes it.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah. All right.
I'm about to drop $9,000 on this whole tent setup. Hope you dig it because the dog does in the picture.
Yeah, on your $60,000 truck.
Yeah, right. Stupid ideas.
Dumb ideas.
You remember when we were in high school
and didn't have dumb ideas?
and trucks
had
were
dumber ideas?
and
Just did dumb shit?
and trucks were like for the working man?
Yeah.
You go look at F-150, it was like $19,000. You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I make
Oh man, $400 a month. Oh.
I make $20,000
have to
a
work
year
some
at sporting
overtime.
goods store. I can do this.
Guess I'm living in the basement for a little while longer, Ma. Yeah. Now it's a little bit more than that.
Wife's going to bed. I forget to send her a text.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what's going on? What am I in a picture for? Oh, so
I didn't shower before we came over. All right, because I was running around all day.
It's all right.
So I threw on deodorant and cologne, and she's like, "Where are you going?" I was like, "To Jay's house to record." She's like, "In the garage." I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Why are you putting cologne on?" I'm like, "Cause I reek." Like, this is the equivalent of a shower.
Jay doesn't vomit.
Yeah. She's like, "Uh-huh." What's she wearing? I'm like, "It's Jay from Off Road Garage."
Khakis. Perfect.
She's awesome, dude. 20 years. We've been together 20 years. We started dating August 12th. So shout out to the wife. Went up with me for 20 years.
All right.
So she says it's actually in
That you're wrong.
next year
How am I not
is
surprised?
20. I'm like, no, I'm counting it as the day we met. We started dating on August 12th of 2000. She's like, no, we didn't. It was 2001. I'm like, whatever. I'm saying 2000 because 20 is easier to remember.
It's a good plan.
Yeah.
I like it.
Shout out to the wife unit.
All right. Congratulations on that.
So I think we're to the point now you want to talk about upcoming episodes.
Now can we talk about it?
Yeah.
Well, you brought it up the other night on your IGTV live.
And I apologize for that. Night shift's kicking my butt. I came out, I'm like, I should probably do a video.
Yeah, let me do yes, guy.
It's going to be a great idea. And I got the sun on my back, and my neck's all fat from the Rona 15. And I'm like, damn. So the wife's like, just delete it. I'm like, people are already talking to me on it. I can't delete it. I'm going to lose the comments. And I was just trying to do like a they changed how you do lives on there.
Really?
So I was just trying to do like a story. Well, it kicked me over a live because it was too long. And I was like, ugh. So I'm like, then I feel bad because like I did that thing when you stare at the screen, like, is anybody going to watch?
Who's gonna be?
Okay, somebody's here. Cool. So yeah, I've been thinking, and we've talked about this in the past. It kind of started before the podcast even did.
Yeah.
In Moab, when that young lady got run over,
Mm-hmm.
like medical stuff on the trail. Like we deal with a lot of stuff involving the potential for traumatic mechanism of injuries out here.
Sounds fancy.
You've got
You Googled it.
high lift jack failure. You've got trucks rolling over. You got the propensity for burns from either be it a rig catching on fire or grass catching on fire from your catalytic converter, or I'm gonna go check the radiator real quick.
But honestly, it could be as simple as just doing something really dumb, like
Yep.
when you hit a rock and your exhaust falls off, and
You
you're
go
like,
to grab it.
and you go to grab it, throw it in the bed
Right.
real quick because you don't want to be the guy holding up the trail.
Right.
You forgot that it's like 450 degrees.
Right. You cook an egg on it,
Yeah, that hurt for a while.
and you got
It's hard to drive with a burnt hand.
and then going down the road of crushing injuries with the winches and the tools, and the Jeep could fall off of an unstable jack stand or whatever the mess is.
Yeah, just rolling over, taking
And-
a tree branch through the window into
Right.
the face or something. Yeah,
Right. And then
stuff
or
happens.
something as simple as I slammed my hand in the car door, broke my fingers.
Absolutely.
I mean, so there's all this propensity for injury.
You get stung by a bee.
Right. Have anaphylactic hit you.
Now what are you gonna do?
Right. But, that's a big deal. It's dangerous and scary here in our shop at the Off-Road Garage Podcast HQ.
Yeah.
But we're 2 minutes from the fire hall. I know in about 8 minutes a firefighter will be here.
Yeah.
in a truck in his little red gear
Yeah.
with his medical aid bag, and people were coming to help me in about 8 minutes.
Yeah, worst
Ish,
case.
right?
Yeah, if
Or-
you don't get thrown in the back of a truck and ripped up to the hospital,
Right.
which is like 5 miles away.
Right. And where I'm at, down the road in Brighton area, South Line area, it's very similar.
Yeah.
Everywhere around here is very similar.
Mm-hmm.
AOAA, you
Not
can
so
be
much.
an hour from the road.
Yeah, they call him the chopper.
Yeah. Or in Moab, when that lady got run over,
Call him the chopper.
calling the chopper. We need to be able to stabilize and protect life for as long as possible in the backcountry.
Okay.
I've got a buddy who runs Storm Consulting or Storm
Okay.
Training Consulting.
Okay.
First off, he's a physical beast. So every time I go on his
Absolute
Instagram page,
specimen.
I feel like a fatty because he's either flipping a tire or throwing a kettlebell every day.
Oh, can't wait.
Right. He's an intense dude. But he also he's an EMT, a paramedic.
Okay.
And he's been doing paramedic stuff for years. He's willing to come on and talk about traumatic injury
Okay.
and what he recommends, how he recommends going about it, what kits he recommends. He doesn't sell anything. He
Mm-hmm.
just sells his training.
Okay.
So he'll tell you, hey, go to North American Rescue, go to Dark Angel Medical, go to Adventure Medical Kits, and pick this up.
Right.
You're going to need this.
Yeah. Grab this.
Yeah.
Take this class. Got it.
Right. But he also, right
He does his
now,
own?
he teaches mostly closed enrollment classes.
Okay.
I'm trying to get him to do a class for the Off-Road Garage podcast, for our listeners. Obviously, it'll be for a fee.
Local listeners.
Local listeners that want to come to this class and learn about trauma. I mean, he's got the little fake legs that you stuff, and they squirt blood on you while you're trying to stuff the leg with the wounds. I mean, he's got legit stuff
Someone's gonna vomit.
for sure. But
I'm gonna do it too.
you know, we had a listener hit us up like, "Hey, dude, I carry Band-Aids because everything else makes me queasy, but I understand the importance of if
Yeah.
something goes bad, if it's my kid, I got to do something."
I know those guys.
So, and you and I both have some medical background,
Yeah, a little bit.
but not to the level this guy's got, where I'm going to go talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, and if he's willing to do an open enrollment class, not a closed enrollment class for the people that want to come from our podcast,
Yeah. We'll have to figure out the logistics of that.
right? So we get
Where,
like
when?
a local hotel conference room.
Yeah. What if
And-
we yeah, we'll have to work
We
out
got to
details.
finish working it because he works days, I work nights, so we've been passing the night trying to get a hold of each other.
Awesome.
But that's why I made that video last night to show him that there was interest.
Okay.
I tagged him to make sure he could see that people are engaging us and stuff's happening. And
Yeah.
he seems really down.
Yeah.
And I've taken training from him. It's pretty legit training.
I'm sure our friends in the area will be
Yeah.
glad to come by
Yeah.
and check it out.
And not to mention, if we can get a hold of Michigan Overland, since they canceled that 511 event, we might be able to get somebody from that might be interested. If we
Yeah.
can have more than 5 people in a room with the corona, I don't know how that's going to work.
Yeah.
But it could be, January 21 too.
Yeah.
So we'll get Storm training on here and see what they think about the Jeep life, because he's not a Jeep guy. He's not an off-road guy. But
We're going to try and convert him.
I've explained to him the mechanism of injury, and
You're
he
going to
got
hit him with a yellow ducky.
duck his truck,
You take a ducky to the eye. What are you going to do?
right? So, yeah, he's down. And then you set something up.
Yeah.
Kinda-
We have the potential to have a really, I would say, semi-popular guest coming on.
Yeah, I saw the messages come through, and I got pretty excited that
Yeah.
that was even being
He's
engaged.
kind of a big name.
Yeah,
he's,
even the fact that he gave us the time of day was rad to me.
Yeah. So we're working on that. More to come on that.
I
But
saw you
it's-
slipping
it's-
me number, which is kind of awkward.
Hey,
Like, hey, bro, call me. Let's talk about dude stuff.
Call me. Certain things I don't have the time and patience to be texting.
Yeah, I'm clear.
Waiting
'cause-
for a reply.
Yeah.
Looking at like a teenage girl like,
Did he hit
"It's
me
gonna
back
hit
yet?
me like?
Did he hit me back yet?
He hasn't even looked at it yet. What am I
looking
gonna do?
I'm gonna look right now.
Don't look right now. I don't even want to know.
No, it's my wife's sending a picture of a doggy.
Oh. But yeah, no, I think that'll be huge, and it's gonna be along the same thing. I think we're actually gonna do like ETC, the Every Trail Carry again,
Expanded.
version 2.0 with special guest, and then we'll make that happen.
That would be super rad if that pans out.
Yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't, but
I can see that.
It could be a scheduling conflict. So
I
we'll
could see that being a substantial episode, like an hour and a half
It
episode.
might be a two-parter.
Yeah.
Even it could be 20 minutes. It could be 2 parts.
Right.
I don't know.
Well,
We never
I've-
know how it goes here.
I've seen enough of the dude through the medias that
Yeah.
if
I think we're gonna be good.
I get a chance to talk to the dude, I'm not letting him hang up the phone.
I'm gonna have to just stop recording at some point.
Yeah, for sure.
Let
So
you guys
that was
bromance
rad.
it out.
So Moab prep's going to start pretty soon.
Yeah.
because the TJ needs some work. If we're taking that, we got to get it a little bit ready.
We should do the poll on the gram.
Do the poll on RV or truck.
Yeah. Should we RV it or truck it?
Okay, do that.
Just see what everyone says.
And then,
If we do an RV, should we get it wrapped?
I still got the pipe dream of having that 9-inch 44 combo in the TJ before we go.
We can make that happen.
I gotta find
I've seen
one.
some really cheap stuff
Yeah,
out there.
and every time it's cheap, I put money into something else, like my stupid house.
Oh, stupid houses.
So I'd like to do that and some 37-inch crawlers.
Ooh, I like where your head's at.
Just get stupid with it, and then maybe a cage, the front cage, at least like a sport cage.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna be sticky, I want to be,
Tack that in.
yeah, be nimble.
Okay.
So that's kind of the whereabouts where I want to be at. But
Are we gonna make that the goal?
yeah, that's been my goal. I just got to find the combo.
Well, I know you should probably start committing some funding.
I've got some funding put away right
Okay.
now.
All right.
As long as the house stays together.
Okay.
Because like last time this water softener went, then I came home from a trip and had a flood. So you hit me up with the last one. And I was like, yeah, bro, I just put a $4,000 heater in the house. Like I'm tapped.
Yeah.
And I'm not disciplined enough to have like, this is my Jeep money. This is my house money. Because my Jeep money would be huge. My house money would be like $6.
Yeah. I know how that goes.
And then with the Rona, hours are weird and all that kind of mess.
Yep.
So, but I like to do it. I know 60s are where it's at, but if I can find a 44 and a 9 and build it for the same price as a 60, I think that's pretty good idea.
Yeah, I think for the size that you kind of want to stick to,
37s.
I think you're golden. I really do. I don't think you need more than that.
So after watching some guys out east, I could see why 60s are a thing.
Yeah.
But I don't see me doing that every weekend either.
Yeah, I was thinking about that with the CJ. I don't know. I might stick 44s and try and find some 37s.
Give her all the beans.
I don't know. I might leave that old 6-banger in there just for the oldness factor of it.
Cool.
But we'll see. I don't know. More to come. But we'll
And,
work on yours first.
So work on mine. We got to get the wifes in here too. I promise you'll be done this summer.
Oh man, you're running out of summer because it's August.
It's never been available. You've been busy with your stuff. I've been busy with my stuff, and then the hoist has been held up.
Right. Yeah, that's it.
With the non-running. Yeah, it's been it. You've been busy. I've been busy, and the hoist has been running.
We have been really busy. We barely get enough time for this. So.
Right. So she finally saw the dent in the fender. By the way, she said, "What happened? I told you about 2 years ago. I hit a sign with it when I was sliding." She's like, "No, you didn't." Okay.
All right. Well, either way, it's getting new fenders.
So yeah, that and yeah, I mean, there's some other stuff I like to have on, but a lot of the stuff just keeps getting messed up because of Corona. They just canceled DOA today.
Yeah, I saw that. I got
know,
that message come across.
We were supposed to go to the 511 event.
Yep.
With Michigan Overland canceled.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, you were in Pennsylvania anyway.
But we would have had double coverage.
Yeah, I was gonna cover it.
Yeah.
I got roned.
You got roned.
We went over that.
So yeah, I think we're good, man. I think there's more stuff coming. And I know somebody wants to hear about trail food.
Trail food?
Yeah, like what the best trail food is. When I asked that question a couple weeks ago, like, what do you want to hear about? Somebody said trail food.
Who do we know that does trail food?
So the only guy I know, and I don't want to step on anybody's toes and try to steal him, is Marco.
Okay.
And I can see if that he would be willing to do that. I got to ask permission from some other podcast friends of ours to see if they'd be cool with using him because they've used him as well.
Oh, okay.
But Marco does a cookbook, an overlanding off-road cookbook. Like, he'll do fish tacos on the trail.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
And I'm over here eating Cheetos and beet sticks like a savage.
Oh, yeah, the meat cheese ball thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Keeps you regular.
Not really. Not at all.
So yeah, that's about it, man. That's all I got for right now.
All right. Well, I think we can wrap it up then.
Dun, 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 ch-ch.